I was scrubbing pots in the kitchen when my last Sophie waltzed in, proper chuffed in her stunning wedding frock. For days post her big due she was glowing. Her new bloke Ryan plunked down beside her, grinning like a Cheshire cat. Then he slid a crisp white envelope across the table. I froze, gawking at it, hands still. "This'll help us all get on ace together," Ryan said, his smile a bit dodgy. "You know, sorting the dosh for the future." Sophie nodded like he was the bee's knees. "Just papers, Mum. Ryan's dead clever with money. We're setting up a fund for our future nippers. You get it, yeah?" My gut churned. The envelope was hefty cream, my name scrawled on it. "Have a butcher's when you can," Ryan added, nipping up to clear his plate like it was no biggie. "Honeymoons soon, but this saves aggro later." I stayed mum till they scarpered. Alone my hand shook opening it. Inside, forms claimed I'd agreed to sling my cash into an account Ryan run. He hadn't a clue what he was after. Nobody did. Not Sophie. When my old man passed, I bagged £5 million. Kept it hush. Family, solicitors, even the bank. Stashed in a secret account under a fake name. Thank God I kept stum. Cost now Ryan's true colors shown. I'd clocked his sort before. Proper nasty blokes playing nice. Before I spill more, where you watching from, mates? Smack that like button and subscribe to share these yarns. It helps heaps. I wasn't just binning Ryan's plan. I'd test him. In days I'd set a trap he'd never twig. The ruse? A fake dosh transfer. As he tried nabbing what he thought was fresh quid, I'd watch his every move. But just as I plotted, a knock hit my door. Early 9 a.m. opened it, not Ryan, his solicitor. What this lawyer's clutching will crank up the fear. Stick around for the shocker. The solicitor, a young chap in his 20s, stood there in a flash suit, briefcase swinging. "Mrs. Thompson?" I nodded, tight-lipped. "Ethan Wright. Here for Ryan and Sophie about some proper financial bits." I blocked the doorway. "My lass is Sophie Thompson," I said, deadpan. "Ain't changed her name." He blinked but kept his grin. "My bad, Ta. Can I pop in?" "Won't take a mo." Torn between slamming the door and digging deeper, I let him in. He strutted like he owned the gaff, plunking his case on the dining table, where Sophie used to doodle as a kid. "This paper," he said, pulling out glossy docs, "is a safety net. Ryan and Sophie are pooling their quid, including any family dosh." I stood, arms crossed, clocking him from across the room. "Sophie signed this yesterday before their trip," he went on. "Ryan hopes you'll sign by weekend so it's sorted when they're back." "Before they're back?" I echoed. "Yeah, just a formal nod from the fam." "Drop the posh chat," I snapped. "Show me the money bit." He paused, then pointed. "Section 7.2. Parental Asset Disclosure and Pre-Inheritance Trust. Plain English? They wanted my big bucks or future windfalls in their joint pot. They smelt a fortune. Nearly chuckled, they were after my £5 million. Sophie's signature looked rushed, unread. Ethan closed the folder gently. "Protects everyone, love. Planning's key, innit?" "Did Sophie even read it?" I pressed. His smile tightened. "They're young, dead, trusting." Wrong answer. I stepped up, hands flat on table. "Tell Ryan he waits. I don't sign now without my solicitor." His face flickered surprise. "When's your answer?" "When I'm good and ready," I shot back. He nodded, grabbed his gear and legged it, polite but narked. Door shut, I exhaled hard. Game on. Ryan reckoned I had cash. Sophie must have let slip. Maybe Mum's doing alright or quiet since Dad died. Enough to spark a chancer like him. This wasn't just love, it was a proper sting and I wasn't losing. What's my next sly move? Keep watching. This was war, no messing. I rang my solicitor Alex that afternoon. "Trouble's brewing, mate," I said. "They're shoving papers too soon. Sophie's barely wed. And now it's inheritance forms for cash I ain't given." He listened sharp. "Want me to check the docs?" "Nah," I said. "Whip up a fake one." "Fake?" he asked. "Draft a proper legit-looking sheet saying I got just £150,000 from my old man. Add a dodgy bank trail to a small account. Looks real but nout special. Make him think the dosh is spent?" "Spot on. Make it findable if Ryan noses, subtle like. The real loot? Locked in a secret trust, untouchable." Alex sighed. You're always one step ahead, Laura. Gotta be, I said. Remember my husband's brother trying to nick our cash post-funeral? He chuckled grim. Proper mess, that. By week's end, Alex sorted it. I left the fake papers on my desk, casual like case someone's peeking. Then waited. 2 days nout. 3 zip. Then bank pinged. Someone tried accessing an old account. Under £3,000 peanuts. But they used my maiden name. Only my late husband and Sophie knew that account. She'd blabbed or Ryan sussed it. Proof they were digging. That night, in my quiet study, I held Ryan's papers and my fakes. No more faffing, no more tests. I'd face him, but with a twist. Cheers, not aggro. Morning, I rang Sophie. Love, when you back from honeymoon? She sounded gobsmacked. Tomorrow. All good. Ace, I grinned unseen. Tell Ryan I've got the papers ready. Lunch, my shout. Brill, Mum. He'll be chuffed. Hung up, stared out window. They thought they'd won, but the table was set for a proper surprise. Notary booked, secret cams rigged. Alex posing as waiter. Let him flash their grins. I'd bring my £5 million silence and the real docs, showing who owned what and who tried to scam. Ryan's in for a shock. How will he squirm when the truth drops? Don't miss the next bit. Sophie's text hit like a brick. Mom, we need to chat first. Don't go mental. Ryan says you were proper nasty. Froze, phone in hand, screen glaring. Didn't reply. This wasn't a cock-up. Ryan was playing a blinder. He clocked my suspicions, knew I'd sussed his game. So he painted me as the villain before I could spill. By trap time, I'd look like a nutty old widow, not a savvy mum guarding her lass. He'd flipped the script, making me the baddie without a word. Had to play it cool. No rose, just sharp planning. Rang Alex. They're twisting it, I said straight off. Figured, he said, calm as you like. Still do lunch. Yeah, but we're undercover. Backup, not aggro. Exactly. No case, just watch record. Pen and pad ready, mate, he quipped. Next day came quick. Booked a lush garden cafe Sophie loved as a nipper. Roses, koi ponds, waiters who don't hover. Proper posh makes folk mind their PS and QS. They rocked up bang on time. Ryan in a sharp navy suit, looking like he's closing a mega deal. Sophie in a cream blouse, clutching his arm, eyes nervy. Hiya, Mum, she said soft. Stood, kissed her cheek, gave Ryan a smile I'd perfected at dodgy fundraisers. You look cracking, Sophie. Her smile warmed a tad. Spotted Alex. This is my mate Alex, I said, breezy. Lunch pal, does insurance. Alex nodded, all matey. Nice one meeting you both. Chef's got salmon on today. Ryan shook hands, leaned back like the big cheese. Ordered. Salad for Sophie, steak for Ryan, soup for me. Nattered about travel, the wedding, weather. Ryan spun a half-decent yarn about lost luggage and a hotel geezer's yacht loan. I nodded, grinned, bided time. Then Ryan put his fork down, got all sincere. Laura, let's clear the air. Never meant to push. Just thought we'd build Summit Smart as a fam. His charm slipping, will he crack when I drop my bombshell? Stay tuned for the showdown. I raised an eyebrow. Protecting me, yeah? Sophie, her future, yours too, like, Ryan said. I nodded slow. Proper kind. Sophie glanced between us, unsure. Ryan pulled out that same folder from his jacket. Brought the docs again, case you've had a think. I took him, flicked through, dead calm. Then from my bag I slid my fake papers atop his. My money disclosure, I said. Pound 150,000 left after debts and fees. All I've got. Ryan's eyes scanned it, no touch. His brain ticked over. Too poxy for his grand plans. Not worth the hassle he'd started. His grin held, but I clocked the storm brewing. Sophie leaned in. What? That's it. Met her gaze. Your dad left more bills than I let on. Didn't want to stress you post-funeral. Her face fell. But you seemed sordid. Managed, I said soft. Flogged the cottage, cut back. Kept you stress-free. She swallowed hard. Ryan sipped, smile tight as a drum. Got it, he said curt. I sealed it. After lunch, shutting that account, sticking it in a small pension. Nout fancy. Ryan blinked, stood sharp. Lou break, he laughed, forced. Too much coffee, mate. He legged it, leaving his folder. Alone, Sophie whispered. Mum, you threatened him? Straight look. Nah, said I'd get my solicitor to check. Rattled him. She looked away. He said you called him a liar. Kept stumm in my head, yeah. She wasn't ready for the full truth. Ryan returned cool as. Sat, nabbed his folder, pocketed it. You're right, Laura. Rushed it. New fam, let's build trust proper slow. Tight smile. Sounds lush. Lunch ended with awkward hugs, fake smiles. Watching him go, Summit niggled. Ryan wouldn't bail empty-handed. This wasn't over. 2 nights later, bank rang. Pound 150,000 withdrawal tried. They said. Dodgy device, your old online account. Flagged and froze. What device? Sophie's tablet, honeymoon hotel. Him no question. Swallowed my fake bait. Tried nicking the lot. Account? Empty decoy. Worse, he got her tablet access, meaning passwords. Trust doors wide open. He's a proper thief. How deep does his scam go? The tension's cranking up next. Sleepless, house felt Baltic despite the heater. Paced like a ghost. Locked windows, checked drawers, peeked curtains, half expecting Ryan's smarmy mug at the door with another matey contract. He'd gone quiet, embedded in our lives, in Sophie's heart. Worst? She was clueless. Dawn hit, wrapped in a blanket, staring at a blank telly. No sleep, just scheming. Coffee on, rang Alex. He went for the fake dosh, I whispered. Her tablet. Cheeky or daft? Both, he said. Need proof it wasn't me. On it, IP device timestamp. Laura, clock's ticking. Know it. Hung up, stared into my brew. This wasn't just quid. It was control, saving Sophie from a leech who'd bleed her dry then scarper. Mid-morning, texted her. Pop round alone, love. No Ryan. Quick reply. Why? Trouble. Come. Made your fave apple pie. She agreed. By 2 p.m. her car crunched gravel. Peered out, solo. She walked in cagey, eyeing for traps. Hugged, she stiffened. Sat at the kitchen table, her old puzzle spot. Gotta talk proper, I said, sliding pie. Go on. No sugarcoating. Ryan tried nicking from an account via your tablet. Triggered an alert. She paled. No way. Did. Thought I had cash. Left fake papers to test him. Tears welled. You set him up. Protected you. Had to know his game. She stood, fuming. You're spying, tricking. Stopping a robbery. He loves me, she snapped. Stood to. Ask why he's in your tablet, what he's after. Won't. He said you're paranoid, hate him. I see him clear. Purse grabbed, tears fell. Need space. Sophie, wait. Door slammed, tires screeched. Stood gutted, dust settling. Pushed her away. Ryan won by splitting us. Chest-tight, tears came, first in years. Alex rang. Got proof. It's Ryan. Report ready. Good, I whispered. Won't matter if she hates me. She'll come round. She's gone. Pause. Go bigger? How? Public shaming. Got wedding vids. I. Check him. He might have bragged. No, Alex. He's cocky. Maybe slipped up. Caved. Send him. Found a cracking clue in the footage. What's Ryan's big mistake? It's getting juicy next. That night I rewatched wedding vids. Pro shots, guest phones, shaky streams Sophie sent. Then jackpot. Ryan, pint in hand, mates round him, camera distant but audio clear. Pal. So what a rich one, mate? Ryan loud, cocky. Not yet, give us a month, you'll see. Lads laughed. He toasted like he'd sealed a deal. Paused, heart hammering. His ego caught on tape. Sent to Alex. Got it, he texted. Pure gold. Prepping. Morning new plan. Rang Sophie voicemail. Tried later nout. Text. Ryan and I need space. Respect it. Cold no mum. Time short, I drove to their swanky flat. Security gates, rooftop views. Buzzed, Ryan answered flat. Laura. Need Sophie. She's kipping. It's 10 a.m. Knackered. I'll wait. She don't want drama. Can't keep her from me. Ain't. Her call. Fine. Turned but slipped a USB with that vid into their mailbox. Let him squirm. 2 days silence. Then Sophie showed, alone, eyes red, hands shaky. Sat wordless. Saw the clip, she whispered. Sat beside, she looked away. Asked him. Said it's lad banter. Kept quiet. Checked his laptop, voice broke. Searched trust fund hacks, password cracks. Held her hand, she let me. Sorry, she sobbed. Cried together. Her phone buzzed. Wiped eyes, checked. Ryan, she said dead. Got a solicitor. Stiffened. What? Says if I leave, he'll sue for lies. Claims a marriage contract. Says I used his dosh for the wedding. But you didn't. She shook head. My name's on it all. Whispered, he planned this. Nodded, tears falling. I'm such a muppet. Ryan's lawyering up. How's he twisting the knife now? The battle's heating up. You're no muppet, I said. You loved. He didn't. Rang Alex's first ring. She's here. He's threatening court. Brill, he said. Time to play our ace. He'd prepped a knockout. Computer forensics device prints logs that vid of Ryan's big gob. Enough to sink him in court. Send to his solicitor? Nah, face to face. Laura, I want him to clock we've got him. Agreed. Set it for next afternoon, public spot, city law office, glass walls, cameras. Alex in the corner, low-key. Told Sophie she could skip, she insisted. Gotta see him, no I'm done. We got there early. Ryan rolled in 10 minutes late, acting the big shot in a black jumper and shades. Smirk faded seeing us. Alex handed a folder. Courtesy of our findings, mate. Ryan skimmed. His face twitched, lips parted, body tense. He knew he was knackered. No crime, he blurted. Can't prove nout. True, Alex said. But enough for probes, ID fraud, money tricks, dodgy contracts. Ryan laughed, shaky. Your voice on tape, I said quiet. Said month you'll see. Tried nicking from Sophie's account. He glared at her. You grasped. No, she said firm. You did. Folder slammed shut. What you after? He snapped. Leaned in. Bugger off. He raised a brow. Sign annulment, cut Sophie from all accounts, claims. No court, no scrap. Bitter laugh. Or. Alex slid another file. This goes public. Paper gets a story about a gold digger caught. One email, I added. He stared, cornered. Think you can bin me? You binned yourself, I said. We're making it official. Sophie slid a pen. He grabbed it slow, signed every page. Stood, fixed shades, legged it. Door clicked, Sophie broke. Held her, rocking like when she was a bairn. Over love, I whispered. Safe. He's gone but scars linger. What's next for their healing? Don't miss the aftermath. Months on, Sophie and I sipped tea on the porch, autumn leaves twirling. Divorce done quiet. Ryan scarpered, word was he'd legged it to another city. No lawsuits, no headlines, we kept our dirt private. But mending wasn't instant. Sophie hit therapy, untangling betrayal, rebuilding her gut. I joined sometimes, spilling my own guarded past. Why hide the dosh at first? She asked. After Dad copped it, his kin were like sharks. Silence was my shield. She got it, our bond tightening. She nabbed a marketing gig, standing on her own. I funneled some of the £5 million into scholarships for her dad's name, a widow's charity. No more secret accounts, we laid it bare. Still, Ryan's schemes haunted my kip. Double-checked locks, scanned emails for dodgy vibes. Sophie clocked it. Mom, he's history. We're sound. I said, but stayed sharp. One night, she brought a stray moggy home, fluffy, cuddly. For company, she grinned. Purred on my lap, proper soothing. We laughed more, swapped old tales, planned getaways. Her wedding frock? Donated to a bridal charity. Fresh start, she said. But winter loomed and a mystery letter landed. Postmarked from Ryan's new turf. Inside, a news clipping on scams circled red. No note, but his jab was clear. He hadn't forgot us. Is this a cheap shot or a new plot brewing? The shadows creep back next. That letter proper rattled me. Sophie shrugged it off as Ryan's petty dig. But I wasn't having it. Hired a private eye on the sly, old habits die hard. Report came. Ryan in a mid-level job, dating about, no obvious cons. But that clipping felt personal. Fluke. Alex said over a brew. Or a warning. Keep tabs, I replied. Life rolled on. Sophie started dating a decent lad from work. No rush. Christmas hit, our first post-drama. Strung up the tree with old baubles, baked biscuits. Laughter warmed the gaff. But Christmas Eve, a dodgy call. Unknown number, heavy breathing, then cut off. 3 times. Prank? Sophie asked. My heart raced, Ryan. Blocked it, but nerves jangled. New year, we vowed. Her for growth, me for openness. Spilled full details on the £5 million. Investments, plans. Half's yours one day, I said. But live now. Tight hug. Spring came, Maggie got playful. Joined a book club, made mates. Normal vibes returned. Then bank flagged a weird probe on the real account. Someone phishing with fake details. Not Ryan's IP but sus. Alex. Get cybersecurity. Up defenses but paranoia spiked. Sophie saw me tense. Mum spill. Admitted fears. He won't win, she said. Bond grew through honesty. A mystery parcel drops. What's inside could shake our peace. Brace for the next twist. Plain parcel, no sender. Inside, USB and note. Watch and learn. Sophie paled. Don't plug it. Curiosity won. On a safe laptop we saw fuzzy bar footage. Ryan ranting to randoms about unfair losses and revenge plans. Recent timestamp. Blagging, she whispered. Rang Alex, he checked. Could be deepfake but feels legit. Investigator said Ryan was palling with dodgy hackers. He's scheming, I said. Upped home security, cams, alarms. Sophie moved in temporary. Safety first. Days tense but we cooked, watched films, rebuilt. One night alarm pinged, motion. Heart thumped. Checked feed, just a fox. Laughed shaky. Then breakthrough. Investigator linked parcel to Ryan's alias via a proxy. Got him, Alex grinned. Filed a restraining order quiet-like. Court approved. He couldn't come near. Relief hit. Sophie. Done. Hope so. Summer rolled in, we hit the beach, sunsets, giggles. She met a sound bloke, I gave a nod. Used some dosh for her eco-startup. It boomed. Mage had kittens. Life felt lush. Reflection. Silence saved us first, but truth bonded us. A shot call could unravel it all. Who's ringing and what's their game? Find out next. Autumn leaves fell, phone rang. Mrs. Thompson? Detective Hale. Pulse spiked. Your ex-son-in-law, Ryan. Nicked for fraud, multiple marks. Gobsmacked. Spill. Hit widows with scams like yours. Your tip helped. Sophie overheard, eyes wide. Justice. I testified remotely. His boasts hacks logged. Guilty, banged up for years. Closure. Post-trial we threw a small do, mate's kin. Toasted grit. No more secrets, Sophie said. Agreed. Funneled more dosh to a community hub in her dad's name. Sophie's business soared. Her new lad solid. I jetted to Europe, found my spark. Home was warm, kittens scampering. Lessons. Trust your gut. Guard fierce, forgive slip-ups. Years on, Sophie wed again, true love. Walked her down the aisle, £5 million backing dreams, not greed. Peace lasted. One last secret from Ryan's past could flip it all. Brace for the final bombshell. Trial dropped a bomb. Ryan admitted old cons, some like ours. Hinted my husband's debts weren't straight, foul play implied, but unproven. Coppers called it coincidence. Doubt stuck like glue. Alex. Nought but chance. Moved on. Sophie birthed my granddaughter, named Laura. Her tiny mitts grabbing our future. Watching her, I swore no more secrets. Split the £5 million. Trusts for tots, charities now. No regrets. Shared our tale online, warning others about scammers. Comments flooded. You're a proper legend. Views exploded, linking survivors worldwide. This saga of betrayal and comeback needs your shout. Smack that like, subscribe, and share to spread the word. Helping UK mates and beyond dodge dodgy blokes. Life bloomed. Gardening, mentoring, community vibes. Sophie's eco-biz smashed it, her love true. I trekked Asia, found joy. Homecomings glowed, kittens, giggles. Lessons carved. Trust instincts, shield fears, forgive flaws. Years later, Sophie remarried, proper sound lad. Walked her down the aisle, wealth fueling dreams, not greed. Our bond, unbreakable, shone through storms. Silence once guarded. Truth now sets us free. That's our tale of grit and triumph. Subscribe to join the fight against scams and catch more cracking stories.